U.S. News reports annual rankings of American high schools ranks Tulsa's Booker T. Washington as the third best high school in Oklahoma and 340th best in the nation. The school is well known for having a diverse student body and an excellent faculty, so it's no surprise Oklahoma's 2023 Teacher of the Year is a proud Hornet. Education reporter Taelyr Jackson visited her in her classroom and joins us now. Taylor.
Rich, this is a full circle moment for the Booker T. Washington alum Traci Manuel. She made history by becoming the first African-American woman to win Oklahoma Teacher of the Year.
Let's look at the essential question.
Traci Manuel comes from a long line of educators. However, Traci never planned to follow in those footsteps.
I really wanted to become an actress, and my family, my mother and father told me going into undergrad that, Traci, that's a wonderful dream, but you'll be a starving artist.
I asked her, well, what kind of money you going to make being in drama, but I think you also need to get education because they always need teachers. So you'll always have a job if you want to teach.
Manuel says she's always had a passion for working with children, so she decided to combine her passion for children and the arts.
I had this vision of what I wanted to do, opening this center for students that were more centered around the theater arts. And so I said, let me take that vision.
But that vision quickly changed when Manuel learned about the achievement gap and how it affected students from low-income families.
As I dug further into the statistics, I was able to link back to Tulsa and how Tulsa's achievement gap had grown and was one of the highest in the state of Oklahoma.
After relocating from Michigan to her hometown of Tulsa, Manuel served as a long-term sub at KIPP Tulsa College Preparatory Middle School. Manuel says the transition was difficult, but she was determined to make a difference in students' lives. From there, Traci went on to work as a teacher's assistant and a parent facilitator before finally becoming an English teacher.
I appreciate every bit of it because I know that those experiences have made me who I am in the classroom.
She also had the ability to connect with the students, and that was very important. And in the classroom, from her experiences, she related to the students. She realized that not every student learned the same way, so she had different means of getting information to all of the students to make them feel important.
As a child, Manuel often needed extra assistance with schoolwork. To keep her on track, her parents kept her in educational programs.
Both of my parents had worked really hard to make sure that I was caught up academically in different areas. So in elementary, I had to miss a lot of time with my friends, although I was still very active in the community, church, various other aspects. I had to miss time out because I had to go to a reading program to make sure that I was on grade level.
She thought I had her in too much, but I kind of wanted her to just be all around and with sports and social activities.
During her senior year, Traci visited her school counselor to discuss her plans after graduation. What Traci hoped would be a meaningful conversation turned into a heartbreak.
She started looking at some data, some old, some new, and just looking at that on paper. And then she said, yeah, you know, Traci, you don't really have many options and really any options for, I guess, maybe what you're trying to do. So you can go out and dig into being out there outside, but as far as I'm concerned, you know, looking at this, you really can't go much further.
Well, as a mother, it hurt, but I had to say there are going to be a lot of things that people tell you, but you have to be you and you have to push yourself.
Outer circle people, go ahead and fill this out based on your conversation.
But with the support of her family and mentors, Manuel turned her pain into passion. Now she uses her past experiences to motivate students to become the best version of themselves by applying skills they've learned in school and applying it to real life.
Like, why Miss Manuel making me do all this work? And then at the end, they're like, oh, I get it now. Like, I see it. That's why she had me do these essays, because now I know how to write when I go off to college.
So like, she's not only invested in her own students, but also in students that she's previously had. So I think what's great about her is that she cares about where her students end up, and she's caring about not only their education, but also their personal life.
She also cares and has an opinion on the recent transition in the state superintendent from Joy Hoffmeister to Ryan Walters.
I see a lot of difference. The differences that I see are their philosophies and methods that are different, their approaches that they're going about. I think both of them wanted had the same goal, which is for students to be successful. Obviously, how that's being played out is very different.
Booker T. Washington principal Dr. Melissa Woolridge says Manuel's new title brings great honor to the historic school.
And it's an honor to have a Booker T. alumni that's now back at their high school teaching students that are taking the path that she has taken before. I think it's just an honor to be around that.
So many educators before her, I'm like, they never got that opportunity. And she's using her opportunity to remind people of the legacy and where they can go forward.
Next year, Manuel will travel around the state promoting her platform push.
The P being to prepare the learners in the classroom for tomorrow, and utilizing the experts. So again, I'm encouraging them and doing what I can to be that voice for them. And then S, making sure that we sustain the growth that we actually do have. And then H, helping to eradicate the achievement gap that exists within our state.
Manuel will finish out the rest of the spring semester at Booker T. Washington and begin her official duties as Teacher of the Year in July.